We've produced over 5,000 barrels from the three workovers that we've done at our São João field located in Maranhão. Now, we're very pleased with that. We bought that field, Steve, in 2020. It had no production, no infrastructure. And since then, we've produced over 50,000 barrels of oil from that field.
All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Richard Gonzalez. He is the CEO of Petro Victory Energy. And Richard, it's good to see you again. How are you?
I'm doing excellent. Thank you very much, Steve. Great to see you as well.
Yeah, so you've had some news out recently, including a real corporate update on letting everyone know what's going on with the company. And most recently was the partnership with ATP. Why don't we start there? Tell me a little bit about this partnership. And obviously, it's a good one for the company.
It's a great one for the company, Steve. Thanks very much. We announced it a couple of months ago. ATP is a publicly traded company in Brazil, a 102-year-old company that's been public for 40 years. And actually, they were the first oil and gas upstream company in Brazil back in the 80s. They sold their assets in 2000 and relaunched the E&P division 2 years ago. And we formed a partnership with them. They have some assets in the Potiguar Basin that are right next to our assets, the Andorinha field specifically, and other assets in the Potiguar Basin, where we have 36 different blocks. And so the partnership's been fantastic so far. We partnered with them in the Andorinha field and Block 281. We've got a workover that they're paying 100% of on Block 281 that's going to start next month, and 2 wells that they're paying 100% of starting in December.
Yeah. So tell me about the oil sales you've had, because in the update you talked a little bit about over 5,000 barrels, right?
We produced over 5,000 barrels from the three workovers that we've done at our São João field located in Maranhão. Now, we're very pleased with that. We bought that field, Steve, in 2020. It had no production, no infrastructure. And since then, we've produced over 50,000 barrels of oil from that field. On top of that, we've now, with our reserve auditors, we have GLJ out of Canada. We have a tremendous amount of non-associated gas, 50.1 billion cubic feet of gas, that we're putting together a plan for the commercialization of that.
Yeah. Where do you see the biggest opportunities for growth? I know in the letter to shareholders, you talked a lot about growth and where that's going to come from and the importance of it for the company.
So we have high impact, low geological risk, a large portfolio of those in our Potiguar Basin. GLJ is putting out new resource reports for us this month for 4 new prospects that we're going to be going through there. We already have the licenses for them. We're already scheduling that for a work program in 2025. So we've got a lot of high impact drilling that's going to be coming on in the next 12 months. Again, this year, we're drilling 2 wells at our Andorinha field. We're doing the workover at Block 281 on our CR2 well. And then the next large phase of growth will be coming through on the São João field with the commercialization, the drilling of a non-associated gas well, and then the commercialization of that gas. And then we're also actively looking at acquiring some mature producing fields in Brazil. So we're in various conversations with different owners of those fields to come in and purchase those fields, grow organically and grow through M&A.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. And Richard, also in the letter, you talked about costs and the work that's being done to reduce the production cost per barrel and what that could be really a game changer for a company like yours.
And it's all about scalability. So today you saw some of those margins that we put out there. We've got a 50% margin at our São João field. And we still have, we're producing about 50 barrels of oil per day right now. As we incrementally increase our production, our cost bases are fixed. We have spent a lot of money on infrastructure, on the tanks, on the pump jacks, on the flow lines, so we can handle a couple thousand barrels of oil with the infrastructure that we already have in place. That will increase our margins significantly.
Well, Richard, it's an exciting time for you and the team. I know it's a lot of work ahead this fall, and we appreciate you updating us on where you're at. We look forward to our next conversation, okay?
Thanks so much, Steve.
Good to see you. Richard Gonzalez, the CEO of Petro Victory Energy.